I heard hospice, I was just like devastated, you know? It kind of breaks you down. It feels like, you know, this is the end. This is all that it is, but no, my nurse originally from palliative care, she's the one that encouraged me. And she said, no, this isn't the end. You can always like extend your life. And that's what really just made me like, yeah, I can do it. Everybody's being so negative, but the nurses at palliative care like actually cared, and they told me I could do it. You know, a weekend turned into what? Half a year?
I knew right away, you know, after they had a few tests, that they would put me on hospice, because I've had other family members, you know, that were on hospice, and I've never heard a bad word ever about hospice.
When she went into hospice and was ready, essentially ready to come home under home health care, hospice was very instrumental in helping the overall situation by providing a hospital bed, wheelchair, walkers, items of that nature, even so far as to give us a portable commode.
And a tray.
Yeah, and a hospital tray for the bed. At that time, I would not have been able to take care of her on my own at home. So it was a godsend in that regard.
At that time, the last thing you need to think about is how much is it going to cost, or you know, those kind of issues when you're watching someone, you know, go through the end of their life. And so the fact that, you know, they just showed up and did what they needed to do, and we didn't have to worry about anything. I mean, it was just an unbelievable experience. I mean, it was just wonderful for such a sad time in our life.
We have 4 kids, honestly, like medical bills are just out of the roof. And the amount of care that you get just with, you know, not worrying about paying for it, I mean, it's insane.
It was a pleasant experience. I was never embarrassed, and I just appreciated the help and the fact that it gave Bill time to get back to his wife, because he's a very people person and he needs to be around people. So that's how it really helped me, the hospice did, and it helped me get well. I should add that too, right?
Well, I'd had to go to a nursing home, because I'm to the point where I just couldn't stay at home by myself. You know, I had to be assisted someplace, and that was so much better to stay at home, you know.
It can change so many lives. It can just truly change lives. When you're down and out, words of encouragement, the resources, everything that they provide, it's truly amazing with the power of conversation, somebody being there for you. When you don't want to reach out to somebody, they reach out to you. That would just mean the world to everybody. I can't put into words how grateful I am, honestly. I can't.
Took a lot of pressure off of Bill, because they came in to take care of me so he could do other things, because he had the whole ball of wax. He had the house, the meals, he had everything, plus me to take care of. So when hospice came in, it really helped him a lot, and it helped me because he wasn't as stressed, and he wasn't quite as short with me as he was before.
My husband was diagnosed about 7 years ago with ALS, and I had been the main caregiver for almost all of that time. He was an MD, and he was very particular about who was in and out of the house. And so when Northern Colorado, I just one day looked on the computer and decided to give Northern Colorado Hospice a call. and it was really a godsend. It was just such a relief to have an added layer of help. You know, the social worker came and did an evaluation and realized that we would be good candidates, and I was able to just take a deep breath once I knew they were coming in. Just to be able to have a single person that I could call and know I could have an answer immediately, or a concern about meds. And the other thing that was so important is it felt like they were family coming into our home.
The best thing you can do is try it. I was very skeptical. I really thought I was going to hospice to die. And then I realized with Bill's help that I wasn't dying yet. So I would recommend it because the home health care has been wonderful. I couldn't ask for better care.
To me, I think this is a good part of hospice, is you can die with some kind of dignity.
I don't really like to ask for help for anything, so it made it easier, I guess you could say that. It made it easier to, I guess, just accept help because I'm not the typical person to do it. I don't really like asking people for anything. I've been that way my entire life, but they made it easier. But I do, just like anybody else, I do need the help. And they provided that, and they reached out to me, so it made me feel really nice.
I have to say thank you for all the great help and support, and knowing that someone is there if I really needed a hand is huge. And I believe that the ease that we were allowed to face the last stages was monumental in helping me cope right now.